a comment by an FBI. That's usually what they say when there's an ongoing investigation, particularly when it's a couple of days before an election. But why are we here? Why? You know, that's been the question that quite a number of people have been asking me. Why are you having this hearing? What does this have to do with inflation? What does this have to do with the cost of living? What does this have to do with the everyday lives of Americans? The thing that the Republican Party said that they would focus on if they had control of the House. Why would the Republican leadership and the committee majority give a hearing and a platform to the witnesses today? Specifically to Mr. Kennedy, a man who has recently claimed that COVID-19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and Black people. The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese. And before that, in his film, Medical Racism, The New Apartheid, that film stated that COVID-19 vaccines do not work for Black children because of their, quote, kick-ass kind of immune system, that hyper, superhuman, subhuman kind of language. He also said, even in Hitler's Germany, you could cross the Alps to Switzerland. You could hide in an attic like Anne Frank did, to imply Jews in Nazi Germany had more freedoms than unvaccinated Americans during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, many of my Republican colleagues across the dais will rush to cover that they have Mr. Kennedy here because they want to protect his free speech, that they do not believe in American censorship. This is not the kind of free speech that I know of. The free speech that is protected by the Constitution's First Amendment. But free speech is not an absolute. The Supreme Court has stated that. And others' free speech that is allowed, hateful, abusive rhetoric, does not need to be promoted in the halls of the people's house. This Republican charge of free speech is being used by Republican members to promote quasi-science, things such as the replacement theory that says that brown people are replacing good white Americans here in this country. Let's not remember that this country first belonged to brown Native American people. It's a rallying cry for bigotry and hate. There are members of the Republican conference who also frequently suggest that Americans have to deal with COVID rules as the same as oppression of Nazi Germany. Indeed, some have even questioned whether the Holocaust took place. We have staffers who openly follow white supremacy without any condemnation of the Republican conference. Some give it chuckles, slaps on the back, shrugs, all under the mantra of free speech. It's a free country. You absolutely have a right to say what you believe, but you don't have the right to a platform, public or private. We don't have to give one of the largest platforms of our democracy, Congress, this hearing. Our right does not mean that we as Americans are not free from accountability.
Mr. Kennedy, you are now recognized for your opening statement, and then we'll go right down the line. He's going to go a little longer.
Excuse me, point of order. I know that witnesses usually have 5 minutes. I see 10 minutes on the board. Is it going to be 10 minutes?
We'll give him 5 minutes, but we're pretty lax with this. We'll let him go for...
We are?
Yeah.
I've seen you gavel down on quite a number of witnesses.
Given senators and former Democrat members of Congress and all kinds of folks.
He's neither.
I'm just saying in past history.
Okay. Let's watch the time for all the witnesses.
And if you want to cut him off and censor him some more, you're welcome to do it.
Oh, that's not my job. That's your job. Why don't you threaten a witness so that they can not want to be a witness?
Mr. Kennedy is recognized for his opening statement. We'll give him 5 minutes, more or less, and then we'll move to the next one. Mr. Kennedy, go right ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, maybe we could put 5 minutes on the clock then, not 10.
Could we put 5 on the clock and start it running?
Capacitor cores check is okay. Fusion cores are prime first.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I want to put aside my written statement for a moment.
I should have known with your ass. I should have been here at 5 o'clock instead of damn near 9 o'clock. You know? My bag. I already knew I was going to sleep in late this morning. My damn self. And I was actually up through the night a little bit. So I might take me a damn nap today. But appreciate you stopping through, bro.
And address one of the points that was brought up, I think an important point by the ranking member, that this body ought to be concerning itself with the issues that impact directly the American people. The rising price of groceries, 76% over the past 2 years for basic food stuff, the war in Ukraine, the inflation issues, the border issues, many, many other issues that concern us all as a nation. We can't do that without the First Amendment, without debate. When I gave my speech, my announcement speech in Boston 2 months ago, YouTube, I talked about all those issues.
Oh, Pete, before you leave, I finished writing that song yesterday. I actually played it. I came back in here a little bit yesterday evening and played it. Because I got some books right here that I reference in the song. In the hook, I say, they came before Columbus. And I mentioned this book, When Rocks Cry Out. I have talked to this guy before. I got his phone number, Horace Butler. I got his phone number and email and stuff. We're Facebook friends. I'm not sure if I want to send him this song or not. I don't know how he'll feel about the fact. I don't know. I might send it to him, but he's an older guy. He's like in his 60s now. I don't even know if this motherfucker like rap music or whatever. Anyway. But how I met the guy was really weird too. Hey, you remember that story how I met that dude, yo? So I did whichever one of my it was one of the reader paintings, and somebody he knows shared my art with the books in it. And then he made a comment, because he's the author, and he felt kind of jaded some kind of way, and was like, oh, people don't never reference my book, but his book was in the painting. Like, bro, your book is in the painting. It's right there. You don't see the cover of it, but you can see your book is in the painting. Don't send the track. Yeah. He was like, oh, no, you didn't think to use my book. You never read my book. I was like, I did read your book, and I put it in the painting. Don't be like that, bro. He's like, oh, my book is in your painting. That's awesome. And then he was cool with me after that. And then we talked about me maybe illustrating a kid's version of something like this. He wanted to break this down into a kid's version, and I said, that's cool. And we were talking about me doing illustrations, but he didn't have the budget for the level of art that he wanted. Like, he wanted like my detailed painting level style for a kid's book, and I'm like, bro, that would be like thousands of dollars per illustration. Like, I'm not doing that. I can draw you some cartoony, like, kitty stuff, and we can work prices like that easier. But he didn't want that, and I was like, well, I'll give you a price for what you want me to do, and he couldn't meet the price point, so we never did that. That was a couple of years ago. And then recently, since all the AI stuff is out, we started talking again, and I was like, you can easily get your book illustrated now with all this AI generated shit. But anyway, I wrote this song. I want you to check it out before you go to sleep. Everybody want to hook up, but nope. So, I got so much shit now, bro. So the Pushback has 11 tracks on it. The Next Step Digital Evolution has 11 songs. Whatever You Need has 8 songs. And now, so I just started a new album. I'm gonna call this Dawn of Enlightenment. So this is the new material we're gonna be working on at the top of the year, and this is the first track that came before Columbus, which sounds pretty familiar. I don't know where I got the title. Where would I get that title from? They came before Columbus. That sounds so familiar somehow. Right? All right, you want to check the bars out? Let's see what we got here, bro.
I swear this crazy ass book it talks about the Egyptian culture, possibly having its origins in the Americas.
I just read this crazy book. It talks about the Egyptians possibly having its origins in the Americas. Ancient stones in Egypt reveal that Egypt was founded in the Americas, and pharaohs gave the American continent their name. Just read this crazy book that said the Egyptian culture probably had its origins in America. What? Really?
I swear this crazy ass book it talks about the Egyptian culture, possibly having its origins in the Americas. Hot bullshit right there. Vasco Thomas said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted. Horace Butler said to listen when rocks cry out. That's the truth to the youth and it won't die out. Vasco Thomas said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted. Horace Butler said to listen when rocks cry out. That's the truth to the youth and it won't die out. How now, brown cow, let the powwow begin. Yes, I absolutely understand the power of the pen. $5 Indians really think they blending in, but I'm so indigenous with my copper-colored skin. My melanin resembles cinnamon. He's a god and I'm his twin. He is me and I am him. 9 ether light beings, Asiatic black man, lower than the Clovis layer. There's a myriad of evidence from the period. Mississippi was the Nile, and the mounds were the pyramids on Turtle Island. It's amazing what the Nietzsche did. They built the Sage Wall way before the Younger Dryas. The Kincaid explored the Grand Canyon, found the goddess Isis. They try to keep the blinders right where your eyes is. Knowledge is power. This information is priceless. Vasco Thomas said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted. Horace Butler said to listen when rocks cry out. That's the truth to the youth and it won't die out. The wisdom of the ancients kept by the sages, witches and the shamans, the mystics and the mages. Mansa Musa was the richest man in his day, and he gave out gold like candy on parade. During the trip to Egypt, he spoke about the legend of his great kingdom and his predecessor, a brave man who did things they couldn't measure. He wanted to explore and find greater treasures. Abu Bakari, the famed Lion King of Mali, took a fleet of ships and they sailed off promptly. A crew with no fear and provisions for a year. He said it loud and clear, don't look back in the rear. This is an adventure, an excursion, a journey, but a ship came back and upon its returning, they said a huge storm was brewing in the distance. The others kept going, but we bailed on the mission. Many years later, Columbus said that he witnessed a village that looked like Mali when he landed on the east. Vasco Thomas said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted.
They did find Egyptian artifacts in the Grand Canyon. Hey, P know his history. What that shit say? Kincaid explored the Grand Canyon, found the goddess Isis. Are we not on the same page? Do we not know the same shit? Does the Smithsonian keep saying that's hearsay? We don't have any records of Kincaid ever actually discovering any Egyptian artifacts. Well, let us go down there and that area of the Grand Canyon is now protected and is off limits to hikers and climbers in any kind of expeditions. Why? It's a very dangerous area, and we don't want anyone to die needlessly. I just want to go look in the same area where he said he found an entrance way to a carved chamber. No, it doesn't exist. No. It took me a little minute to write it all out, but we got it. We packed a lot of shit in there, bro. We packed a lot of shit in that track. It's not the best track ever. Definitely not the best track ever, but it's very, very, very informative. It has a lot. The fuck did I just do with the other? It has a lot of information into it. Listen to Humankind, Big Dogs. I don't have to search it, bro. It's already on my playlist. You see, Big Dog, Humankind is already on my playlist. This is my personal playlist, bro. Yeah, I already have the song. Yeah, do you like Devil Is a Lie? That shit right there. Man, yo, this playlist right here is the hardest playlist I've put together, bro. Like, people don't know none of this shit. Everything from fucking Fleetwood Mac, the fucking Beatles, Nirvana, Farside, goddamn 21 Pilots, Doja Cat, goddamn even got Drake bitch ass on there. Michael Jackson, Shorty Low. Y'all don't know about Shorty Low, man. Fuck that, bro. You don't know about Shorty Low. Motherfuckers don't know about this shit right here. I can't, bro. Don't you know I'm on YouTube? Don't you know that is a copywritten song? Don't you know if I play that song on my YouTube channel, they're gonna give me a community guideline strike for playing copywritten music? I can't play other people's music on my stream without getting in trouble for it. So that's why I played my own music and other things that I know, yeah, that I won't get in trouble for listening to. This is YouTube. And they just tried to ban my channel for some other dumb shit just the other day. So, yeah, I'm good on playing people's music, bro. I've already had that issue a couple of times. And it's getting worse. YouTube and Instagram, yo, they will cut your stream off. And I don't know how some people get away with it. I guess there's some disclaimer. People like, oh, I do not own the copyrights to this music or whatever. And I do see some streamers like playing music. Every time I try it, nah, I get in trouble for that shit, yo. I'm good. I always get in trouble for that shit. Oh, you met her before she was signed? Yo. Oh, fucking Doja. That one song, yo, Paint the Town Red, that shit hard, yo. The beat, I really like the beat more so than anything else. She got like a couple of little, like, cool bars in there, but that beat was fucking nice, yo. Nice. But yeah, that's Don Tolliver, Taronda Jones, Doughboy. I even got Miki Matsuruba. She just passed away this year too, yo. Stay with me, gonna know that daddy, man. 80s Japanese disco pop. I got that too. Video game soundtrack. The little yellow squares right there. Those 3 songs. That shit come from Cyberpunk 2077, the video game soundtrack, cause that shit go fucking hard. I listen to all kind of music, bro. He's like, you gotta listen to the dogs. I already got that song, bro. I already listened to that song a lot. I know what you're talking about, man. You'll like it. Just look up Big Dogs. I know. Yeah, get it how you live it. 10 toes down. When you're standing on business, I'm a big stepper. Underground rap god. Top-notch hoes get the most, not the lesser. You know he stole that flow from Project Pat, right? That whole flow was Project Pat. Which is crazy. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, Project Pat don't get his fucking flowers like he need to, yo. That nigga don't get his flowers like he need to, yo. I swear you don't.
Yeah, wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground records. Top-notch hoes get the most, not the lesser.
To stay ahead in this picture, drink surf like it's liquor. Street life, I have you catching up to God quicker. To stay ahead in this picture, drink surf like it's liquor. Street life, I have you catching up to God quicker.
Yeah, wait a minute, get it how you live it.
Everybody know that shit, man. If you real hip hop, soon as you heard that shit, you was like, oh, he stole Project Pat flow on that shit, yo. Like, get him, Pat. Yo, Project Pat been doing that shit forever. One of the greatest who ever did it, yo. Don't call me no more. Don't text me no more. Well, don't call me no more. Well, don't text me no more. Yo. I'm a walking bankroll. You can rubber band me. You can rubber band me. You can rubber band me. I'm a walking bankroll. You can rubber band me. Yo, Project Pat been that dude for a long ass time, yo. Chicken, chicken. Chicken heads. Chicken, chicken. Yo, Project Pat, bro, he had too many. Yo. That one album, yo. That nigga, yo, that shit. Didn't that shit go like double platinum or something, yo? She said, I'm running this kitchen like the one from the Muppets with the big ass fucking hat and the mustache. Oh, motherfucker be throwing flour and shit everywhere. The Muppets, yo. We had good shit when we were kids, yo. Jim Henson, yo, like, I hate that these young kids won't know Mr. Rogers and like the old Sesame Street and the old Muppet Babies. Like, I don't know, we had wholesome good shit growing up. Now everything is just like, I think shit went off the rails with Barney and Teletubbies. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this? I kind of got Barney, clean up, everybody, everywhere, clean, you know those. And the Teletubbies and the Baby in the Sun, and it's like, TV's getting weird. It's kind of weird. Yo, a boy is a boy, and he will grow up to be a man. And a girl is a girl, and she will grow up to be a woman. Mr. Rogers had to stick it to him hard. Hey, y'all kids need to know, understand, listen, man. Two genders. A boy is a boy is a boy is a boy is a boy, and a girl is 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 a girl. Y'all understand? Ain't no in between, no nothing. A boy gonna grow up to be a man and be a daddy. And the girl gonna grow up and be a woman and be a mommy. Hit him with this shit, Mr. Rogers. Tell him how it is, man.
Yo, I just read this crazy ass book that talks about the Egyptian culture, possibly having its origins in the Americas. My bullshit right there. Vassaduma said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted. Horace Butler said to listen when rocks cry out. That's the truth to the youth and it won't die out. Vassaduma said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted. Horace Butler said to listen when rocks cry out. That's the truth to the youth and it won't die out. Pound now, brown cow, let the powwow begin. Yes, I absolutely understand the power of the pen. $5 Indians really think they blending in, but I'm so indigenous with my copper-colored skin. My melanin resembles cinnamon. He's a god and I'm his twin. He is me and I am him. 9 is the light beings, Asiatic black man, lower than the Clovis land. There's a myriad of evidence from the period. Mississippi was the Nile and the mounds were the pyramids on Turtle Island. It's amazing what the Nietzsche did. They built the Sage Wall way before the Younger Dryas. Kincaid explored the Grand Canyon, found the goddess Isis. They try to keep the blinders right.
But that Kincaid bar, right? Puff. Come on now, you gotta give me that one. Kincaid explored the Grand Canyon, found the goddess Isis. I'm happy I was able to like word it and get it in there, man. I ain't gonna lie. Once again, these type songs right here, they don't be like the best vibe or like the easiest to listen to. But I do like these type songs because the information, yo, and the challenge of trying to pack. I know I did. Trying to pack as much coherent information into these tracks when I be writing shit like this. Yeah, Younger Dryas. So it says, um, so dealing with the whole is the black man indigenous conversation. I've only got that in the recent years from Dane Calloway. I've never really thought about that. I remember growing up, people would say, "Oh, you know, we got Indian in our family," and then some people look at like my skin is kind of has a deep reddish hue to it, and like a lot of my family members have like high cheekbones or different facial features that aren't necessarily like traditionally African, but more like Pacific Island or so they'll be like, oh, you know, we got Indian in our family. What nigga, do you really? Do you really though? But yeah, so Dane Calloway is the first person I ever heard say, hey, you know what, guys? Most black people are the people we call black people, who we thought were, you know, the descendants of slaves. Who are the descendants of slaves? We were probably already here, and we didn't come from Africa. And then that's the main thing that made me listen to this nigga. I'm like, okay, explain this to me, sir. How, what do I have documentation? I'm like, okay, how, bro? How are you saying that we are indigenous to this land? And then when you listen to him, like, break it down, it makes sense. I'm like, okay, well, that kind of makes sense. And now what? So now what do we do with this information? The map, yo, that's what he's saying when you look at how you get all these motherfucking niggas here, bro. There wasn't enough people brought over. And most people they said that were enslaved and taken from the western coast of Africa didn't actually come to the continental US. They didn't come here to the continent. They were like further south in the Caribbean, the Bahamas, Jamaica, the Indies. Like they really, a lot of slaves weren't like brought here to Virginia and everywhere else. And then you go look at the first slaves that came to Virginia, and they said 16. They brought 16 people. But before, when Columbus came, he was taking motherfuckers back to Italy with him. He was taking black people. Didn't say Indians or redskin people. He was taking niggas. He came here and found niggas and was taking niggas back over to Italy. The doctrine of Tripoli. The Moors, yo, somehow, isn't there like some kind of agreement that the Europeans had to make with the Moors to even incorporate this land as America? That's something else I want to listen. I need to get back on, yo. Because somebody said, yo, the Moors had a lot to do with the exchange of this land because they had ownership of that shit somehow. And Moors are black people. Moors are like the Italian blacks. And who else? What's coming over here first? Columbus and them? Italian. I don't know. It's so much alternative history, once again, that we don't fucking know. So this song is a lot of speculation, pseudoscience and hearsay with a light sprinkling of hard evidence. But it's still, I think it's still a fun song. But then also I sent it to a couple of gaming buddies last night, and then we was on the game, and one of them said the same thing. He's like, that shit ain't, you know, he's like, it's alright. It ain't one of your hardest tracks, though. I was like, yeah, but that's because you probably don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about in that shit anyway, nigga, so you don't even count, nigga. You know who mastered, and then I didn't ask him the other dude, I didn't send him the one guy. Yeah, he's in our clan, but I don't got his number or nothing like that. But I asked him, I was like, yo, you know who fucking Master Moose is? He was like, nah. I was like, never mind, I don't need to talk to your ass then either. Y'all boys gotta read. You ain't even gotta read, man. Just watch a YouTube documentary, bro. Jesus Christ. Y'all don't even like watching nothing educational. You don't gotta read all the time, man. You can watch something educational. Like, everything don't gotta be a comedy or an action movie or sports. Like, you don't watch nothing educational at all. Just a quick little documentary about the great kings of Africa, or how did the English language come into existence, or what animals can live in the coldest climates on the earth. Like, you don't give a just. Motherfuckers just don't be wanting to know about nothing. They just want to laugh. That's it. Just give me something entertaining to keep me laughing. Like, man, go learn some shit, bro. People hate to learn, bro. I read a statistic years ago saying that, like, it was some crazy ass high, like very, very high number. Like in the upper 70s. Some shit like 78 or 79% of people who graduate high school and don't go to college never read a book again in their entire life. Never finish an entire book. It's like 70-something% people, like, after school, if they're not forced to read, they just don't. And then if you graduate from college, it's a little bit less. It's like in the upper 50s or 60s, like 58% or something like that of people. As soon as you graduate from college, like, you just don't read anymore. Not if you're not forced. Like, if you're not forced to read, people just choose not to do it. I find that odd and peculiar. And now there's like Kindles where you don't even have to have a real book. You can just look at the shit on your tablet, or you can get audio books or whatever. People still don't even want to do that shit. We are so fucking lazy. It is crazy. So lazy, it's crazy. We can't read, Do I have to write a song about literacy? Man. Why I gotta be the one to write this kind of music? I don't wanna write this shit. This ain't my damn responsibility. I need to go back to writing some shake your ass, do it fast. Shake your ass, do it fast. Shake your ass. You know, hey, let's do that. The big brother, the originator, the kingdom of Kush. You know what I'm saying? and Lower Egypt, the Cushites. That's in the Bible. Basically, Ethiopia. That's all it is. Same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Kush in Sudan, that shit older than Egypt. And I do think like the early dynasties were kind of like mixed with some Arab coming from the north, but man, pre-dynastic Egypt and early dynastic Egypt, them was niggas, yo. Ain't no way around that shit, yo. Them was just niggas, yo. Them was with the who had the cultural foundations, the understanding of culture, order, structure, law, governance. And then the arts and sciences, math, reading, astrology, medicine, architecture, building, construction, planning. Like, all that shit come from black people, bro. Them niggas been doing that shit before all the record keeping. Our record keeping so old it ain't even there no more. Alright, so what I'm trying to do is I'm just gonna map out this black area. Well, map out the gray area. That's just something here, down, like that. This is like, wow! Wow, bro. Did you really just do that? Why? Why would you even do such a thing, my guy? Shit. Huh? Why you do that? Damn. This nigga just be fucking shit up, yo. Pete, go to sleep, bro. I just want you to hear the song, man. Take your ass to bed. Now he talking about, I got a second wind now. You ain't got no second wind, man. Lou Elizondo's book on UAPs. They just had a Congress hearing on them also. Another one? If you ever get a chance, play Asgard's Wrath 2 on MetaQuest VR. It will blow your mind how detailed they went into pre-Egyptian culture and design. Even if I don't play it, I'm gonna have to just look that shit up and watch somebody else play that shit. Asgard's Wrath 2.
Asgard's Wrath 2. How good is it really? And should you play it? Let's dive right into it. Asgard's Wrath 2 is an open world VR game that takes the RPG experience to the next level. But first and foremost, it is important to know that this game is a meta exclusive. That means you can only play it on a Quest 2, Quest 3, or Quest Pro. And while your experience might slightly differ depending on the headset that you use, we will go into more detail about those changes later on in this review. But let's start with the overall story of this insanely ambitious game. Because as the title implies, Asgard's Wrath 2 is a sequel to the original VR game that came out on the Rift platform. That means it was only possible to play it by being tethered up to a computer or a buff laptop. And while luckily this is now not necessary any longer, you also do not need to play the previous game before you get into this one. Because Asgard's Wrath 2 has a built-in prologue that basically offers a perfect summary of everything that has happened so far. And without spoiling the story, the original title was mostly focused on Norse mythology, where you as the player have gotten in some huge trouble with none other than Loki, but where they now shifted the story completely to Egyptian mythology instead, which is overall a very welcome look that keeps the narrative very fresh, because narrative and story are a big chunk of this game, especially with its huge RPG focus. It is sure that for anybody who is looking for some great story that goes much deeper than just touching the surface, that you would sure find your fill here. But maybe the most important part we have to talk about is of course the gameplay. Since besides the open world and your big exploration and adventure segments, Asgard's Wrath 2 is largely designed for some amazing combat, which you will be making use of a lot. And that is why it is so great that there are plenty of mechanics that make this as engaging as possible. While you will start out with your first character that is wielding a simple sword and shield, you will later on embody different so-called mortals with each their own unique.
That's not the kind of he's looking at all the studio footage of edited, sequences. I want to see somebody in the headset play it. I'll find one of those later. listening to nothing. You just listening to me breathe right now. It's all good though. I'm gonna start some conversation about something soon. Actually, guys, I may not be in here that long this morning. I I have not taken anything out of the deep freezer. I actually need to check the deep freezer, see what's in there. I'm not sure what's in there. I know I got some ground beef and some. I think I got like some Cornish hens in there, or I don't know. But I actually don't know what I'm cooking today. So I'm not sure if I have to go to the grocery store. I'm not exactly sure what's in the deep freezer. I'm not sure if I need to get sides or anything. And plus, we did a lot yesterday. We did a whole lot. We got a lot of painting done. We got his whole shirt, first layer detail, and we finished writing a song and producing the music for it. So yeah, we were a powerhouse of creativity yesterday. You don't want to burn yourself out, though, people. You know. So I think I may fall back a little bit today. And make sure I got all my other shit taken care of. Priorities. I got all the bills paid. Well, all the bills that came in this week. All those are paid. Like I say, all the house chores and everything are done. Now I just gotta worry about meal prep and cooking. I gotta fold laundry too. That's the one thing. I did wash and dry laundry, but when I got in bed last night, I was like, God damn, did I not fold clothes today? I don't know how that slipped past me. I did not fold clothes yesterday. I could probably use a little bigger brush. Maybe this brush with a lot of medium to get it deep in these bristles right here. He said some shepherd's pie. You know what? That would be a good meal to make. I gotta go get some crust. I do like meat pies. Shepherd's pie or chicken pot pie. Like a good meat pie. The crust and the veggies. Wendy, what are you cooking? said she over there making dinner. Preparing supper. You know what? I really need to play around with Midjourney. I keep forgetting about that shit.
It's my thing. If you tap into my stream, you see just what I mean when I'm on your TV screen. Don't mind me, cause my team on hot lane that I'm drain. We grinding and shining, we so fresh like we dry clean. That light green, if my eyes lean, I need, I see, no my eyes bleed. Meditation, medication, lighting inspiration. Now my thoughts are really basing, grab a portion, now we painting, paint, singing. I'm saying peace, banging. And we do a studio session like each day. Go so hard when I'm creating. I should have been famous like East Bay. Art and education, decades of dedication. The paintings are amazing and the rhymes are always flames. We always original, no need for imitation. We came from the basement, now look how far we made it. Art and education, decades of dedication. The paintings are amazing and the rhymes are always flames. We always original, no need for imitation. We came from the basement, now look how far we made it. When you act motivated, just show some consistency. Every step, gonna add up, look how far the distance be. It ain't no real mystery like Mr. Beast. Grinding hard and elbow grease, that's the key. Practice, patience, passion, and persistence. That's princess for these principles, hold these. When you say goals, you promote peace. But still let them know your whole heat, no heat. Paint slinging, I'm saying beats banging. And we do a studio session like each day. Go so hard when I'm creating. I should have been famous like East Bay. Art and education, decades of dedication. The paintings are amazing and the rhymes are always flames. We always original, no need for imitation. We came from the basement, now look how far we made it. Art and education, decades of dedication. The paintings are amazing and the rhymes are always flames. We always original, no need for imitation. We came from the basement, now look how far we made it. Thanks to RP, Jay Posey, did what? Show me for 20, level. Thanks for the years support. Art and education. Whatever you want to be, whatever you need. You gotta set goals and then you gotta proceed to start chasing your dreams until you finally succeed to get whatever you want and go wherever you need. Whatever you want to be, whatever you need. You gotta set goals and then you gotta proceed to start chasing your dreams until you finally succeed to get whatever you want and go wherever you need. I really find it hard to get my thoughts together. Write my bars like some memoirs and pen these letters. And when it sounds clever, it could probably still sound better. Hype life, making sound bites for the trendsetters. New endeavors for some new cheddar. Better get a clue like a who in a new sweater. Can I count on you when I'm blue in a mood swinging? Who can you blame when you're scared to try new things? Won't let them get close cause you're scared of some new pain. Playing that fool's game on a given whatever you want to be, whatever you need. You gotta set goals and then you gotta proceed to start chasing your dreams until you finally succeed to get whatever you want and go wherever you need. Whatever you want to be, whatever you need. You gotta set goals and then you gotta proceed to start chasing your dreams until you finally succeed to get whatever you want and go wherever you need. Can take it as a loss so you can learn from every L. Stay consistent with commitment, persevere and prevail. Chart a course and set sail, crash heaven, raise hell. If you meet justice, Lady Luck's fingers on the scale. That's a little bit of mercy and Murphy's Law. Occam's razor when in danger will get you far. Set yourself up for another power move and keep your circle tight so it's never show and prove. Whatever you wanna go, whatever you wanna see, whatever you wanna do, whoever you wanna be. Whatever you wanna be, whatever you need. You gotta set goals and then you gotta proceed to start chasing your dreams until you finally succeed to get whatever you want and go wherever ain't so creative. Let your soul glow. Be the inspiration. Be the motivation that someone else needs. We can plant those seeds, water them and proceed to grow a mighty oak tree. New hope from old leaves, new love and old peace. New love and old peace. Be the motivation. Be the motivation. Be the motivation. Just live, laugh and love, and cherish every day. It's a present, so we must leave our fears behind. Don't be blind, try to trust that every time you gave, you know you gave enough. It's a new day, we got some new vibes. Tell we outside, beautiful sunshine. It's a new day, and we gon' arrive. I'm feeling groovy, watching you smile. It's a new day, we got some new vibes. Tell we outside, beautiful sunshine. It's a new day, and we gon' arrive. I'm feeling groovy, watching you smile. Just live, laugh and love, and cherish every day. It's a present, so we must leave our fears behind. Don't be blind and try to trust. But every time you gave, you know you gave enough. Gave enough. It's a new day, we got some new vibes. And we outside, beautiful sunshine. It's a new day, and we gon' ride. I'm feeling groovy, watching you smile. It's a new day, we got some new vibes. And we outside, beautiful sunshine. It's a new day, and we gon' ride. I'm feeling groovy, watching you smile. It's a new day, we got some new vibes. And we outside, beautiful sunshine. It's a new day, and we gon' ride. I'm feeling groovy, watching you smile.
When you're gonna get a trophy, this love is purest. I wanna live here, I don't wanna be a trophy.
Why did I do that? Shit.
kiss you. Your body's so sexy, your brain and your mental. You got a beautiful face. Your smile and your dimples don't need to ask.
I was gonna try to. Do I need this stick? I mean, I hate. His face is pretty much dry, but I just hate poking it right now. I was gonna try to change the words in there a little bit, but I'll leave it. So those text messages that I received just a little while ago. It says your order is ready for pickup. Oh, man. All right. So in this song right here, just like my rap lyrics, I'm from South Carolina, so I do talk. I do like speak with a bit of a southern drawl or a southern twang, especially if I'm not really trying to speak or enunciate properly. My uncle really called me out on it one time. My white uncle too. He's like, yo, Travis, when you go to South Carolina and you be around your people, you talk different. You know that, right? I was like, but do I really? He's like, yes, you do. He's like, you're around us, you're always so high proper. But as soon as you get around your family, that shit just fade the fuck away. And I'm like, you know, I get it. Well, whatever. I really think it's more of a subconscious thing where I just feel more comfortable around people, and knowing that if I don't say a word properly or whatever, nobody around me is gonna laugh or fucking look at me weird or try to hold me accountable to the grammar Nazis for not speaking properly. So, and I work like in I work in an office environment, so I guess I can let my guard down when I'm home. And my uncle fucking really called me out on that shit, yo. Fuck you, bro. But so when I write my music, I purposely spell certain things like I say to instead of T-O, I say T-A. And so when I write my music, I put T-A. Because that's how I speak. Like if I'm just trying to talk normal, I don't say to, I say to. I'm going to the store. To the store. And that's how I write. T-A-D-A. To the store. That's where I'm going. I'm going to the store. And so in a lot of southern accents, we drop the TH sound and replace it with something, or the PH is weird too, and we take the we drop the G from ing words, and we double letters when they don't need to be. It's weird how we speak. So I really do just kind of write like that because that's how I sound. But in this song, I said, this love is the truest. But I don't say this when I speak. I say this right here. Let me see this. Let me see that. Let me see that. D-A-T. Hold this right here. Hold this. D-I-S. Hold this for me. And so in this song, I wrote, this love is the truest. But for some reason, it don't really sound right to me when it says this in here on this track. It never did. So I was going to replace it with T-H-I-S. And when I did it just now, you know what? It still sounds like D-I-S. Well, goddamn it, AI. Are you telling me you're going to just keep this southern sound in there, even if I don't want it? Oh well. Alright guys, I'm going to take a break here shortly. And I'm going to go grab my order from a dispensary. Then figure out what I'm going to cook. Grab this order. You know what? I need to go ahead and make a shopping list. 'Cause ain't no need in running out now and then coming back and then being like, oh, I need to go to the grocery store too. Nah. We're not gonna do all that. We're gonna make one trip. Is my shit froze? What's going on, man? I don't know why this shit be freezing up on me so bad lately. Come on, just go to the page. Click on. No. See, that's like I said, I'ma go tomorrow. Today is my lazy day. We just double letters on some shit, man. Instead of using I am. That's too much, man. I hate when I have to keep resetting like the Suno app. This shit doesn't be working right sometimes. Right now, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. But I ain't at a stopping point yet. I do wanna, I don't know. Let me take a piss real quick. I'm gonna come back, then we probably just wrap it up so I can go ahead and start running these errands.
Yo, I swear this crazy ass book it talks about the Egyptian culture, possibly having its origins in the Americas. My bullshit right there.
Vasco da Gama said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted. Horace Butler said to listen when rocks cry out. Pass the truth to the youth and it won't die out. Vasco da Gama said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted. Horace Butler said to listen when rocks cry out. Pass the truth to the youth and it won't die out. How now, brown cow, let the powwow begin. Yes, I absolutely understand the power of the pen. $5 Indians really think they blending in, but I'm so indigenous with my copper-colored skin. My melanin resembles cinnamon. He's a god and I'm his twin. He is me and I am him. 9 ether light beings, Asiatic black man, lower than the Clovis layer. There's a myriad of evidence from the period. Mississippi was the Nile and the mounds were the pyramids on Turtle Island. It's amazing what the Nietzsche did. They built the Sage Wall way before the Younger Dryas. ages. Mansa Musa was the richest man in his day, and he gave out gold like candy on parade. During the trip to Egypt, he spoke about the legend of his great kingdom and his predecessor island. It's amazing what the Neji are God, and I'm his twin. He is me and I am him. Nine ether light beings, Asia power while begin. Yes, I'm absolutely.
Alright, on this song now, I don't like how it says it double times that myriad of evidence from a period. I wanna slow that down if I can.
And he is me and I am him. Nine ether light beings, Asiatic black man. Lower than the Clovis layer, there's a myriad of evidence from the period. Mississippi was the Nile, and the mounds was the pyramids on Turtle Island. It's a myth, the Sage Wall, way before the Younger Dryas. Kincaid explored the Grand Canyon.
I don't like that one.
He is me and I am him. Nine ether light beings, Asiatic black man. Lower than the Clovis layer, there's a myriad of evidence from the period. Mississippi was the Nile, and the mounds were the pyramids. On Turtle with the Sage Wall, way before the. He is me and I am him. Nine ether light beings, Asiatic black man. Lower than the Clovis layer, there's a myriad of evidence from the period. Mississippi was the Nile, and the mounds was the pyramids. On Turtle Island, it's a myth, the Sage Wall, way before the Younger Dryas. Kincaid explored the Grand Canyon, found it. He is me and I am him. Nine ether light beings, Asiatic black man. Lower than the Clovis layer, there's a myriad of evidence.
lower than the Clovis layer, there's a myriad of evidence from the period of evidence. I don't know how to space it out so that it just says it better. A myriad of evidence from the period. Alright, what if I put a comma here? Or if I move this comma, delete, and put a comma here. And so what if you take a breath there? Okay. Alright, these glasses are slowly starting to come together. Put down in the comment section. It's a beat 4/4. CJ, I'm back. My dinner's done eating. I got my feet up. Chilling.
And he is me and I am him. Not either light beings, Asiatic black man. Lower than the Clovis layer, there's a myriad of evidence from the period. Mississippi was the Nile, and the mounds were the pyramids. On Turtle Island, it's amazing what the Sage Wall. Way before the Younger Dryas, Kincaid explored the Grand Canyon, found it. And he is me and I am him. Not either light beings, Asiatic black man. Lower than the Clovis layer, there's a myriad of evidence from the period. Mississippi was the Nile, and the mounds was the pyramids on Turtle Island. It's the Sage Wall. Way before the Younger Dryas, Kincaid explored the Grand Canyon.
Oh, what? It's taking out words somehow. It's taking out words somehow. I actually like both of these. I'm gonna select this one, but somehow it seems like it's actually taking the words. It's amazing what the Niji did. I probably will send this shit to Dan Calloway though.
I swear this crazy ass book it talks about the Egyptian culture, possibly having its origins in the Americas. My bullshit right there.
Varsitella said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted. Horace Butler said to listen when rocks cry out. Pass the truth to the youth and it won't die out. Varsitella said they came before Columbus. You never heard it cause the history has been corrupted. Horace Butler said to listen when rocks cry out. Pass the truth to the youth and it won't die out. Pound now, brown cow, let the powwow begin. Yes, I absolutely really understand the power of the pen. $5 Indians really think they blending in, but I'm so indigenous with my copper-colored skin. My melanin resembles cinnamon. He's a god and I'm his twin. He is me and I am him. Not ether light beings, Asiatic black man. Lower than the clothes layer, there's a myriad of evidence from the period. Mississippi was the Nile, and the mounds were the pyramids. On Turtle Island, it's amazing what they know the Sage Wall. Way before the younger Dryas, Kincaid explored the Grand Canyon, found the god.
Yeah, it did. It clipped the words out. Why would you let me? All I did was add a fucking comma, and you clipped those fucking words out. I thought maybe it was just sounding like that in the edit snippet, but when you tell it to make the whole song like that, nope, it still kept the words clipped out. So I'm not gonna be able to use that version, and I just burnt a set of credits for no reason. Well, not no reason. I just learned that whatever it sounds like in that snippet is definitely what it's gonna sound like when it rebuilds the whole song. So now I'll go back, but I know that it can be changed so it doesn't do that rapid little thing in there. And I guess I'll play with it a little bit more. Yeah, why did it clip the words out though? Perfectly good words that I didn't even want to edit at all. Did we do an hour? Oh, we did 90 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Very good. About an hour and a half on a Sunday morning. That ain't too bad, you know? I'm not even mad with that. Did I paint a lot? No. Was I in the studio? Yes, and that's all that matters. I got to spend some time with the homies this morning. Even Puff told me he was going to sleep and still stayed up to fuck with me for a little while. Love you, bro. And we'll get out of here and we'll do it again another time. I might take my laptop downstairs because on the phone version you can't do that edit feature like that. You have to do it from the desktop version to edit the words in the song. Or I might not do that. I don't know. All these brushes clean. Alright. Y'all have a good Sunday. I'll get with y'all next time. Peace.